welcome everybody. I'm so glad you found my channel, and I'm glad that you're here to take advantage of the free classes that I offer. So the classes that are offered in the Soul Flex and the Hatha Yoga classes are from live classes. So there may be times when I'm demonstrating the posture or the movement, the exercise, and then I stop and I'm looking at the camera, and that's because I'm looking at my students. So if you'd like to join the live classes, just put it in the comments or send me an email, just let me know. Be more than happy to have you. It's a wonderful community of people. But other than that, just enjoy the free recordings, enjoy the workouts and the yoga practices. And if you have any questions or comments, I would love to hear about it. Thank you so much.
Welcome, everybody. So finding a comfortable seated position, making sure that the body can feel easeful, feel supported. So if you feel better leaning up against something or lying on your back, go ahead and do that right now. And then closing the eyes if you'd like. If you prefer not to close the eyes, find a spot on the floor in front of you and let the eyes rest there. Notice the hips on whatever you're seated on. Notice the back if it's being supported. And then cultivating a conscious breath. So as you inhale, watch the air as it touches the nose, the chest expands, the belly releases down and out. And on the exhale, the belly comes in, the chest relaxes, the air leaves the nose. So take a few breaths like that, watching the breath. Keep the mind on the breath. Starting our yoga practice of channeling the fluctuations of the mind. On your next inhale, count to the count of 6, getting to the top of the counting with the top of your breath. Pause. And on the exhale, exhale for the count of 6, getting to the bottom of the counting with the bottom of your breath. And pause. And then each time you exhale, keep with the 6 count for the inhale. Each time you exhale, start at 6 and then add 1 to the exhale. So the next one will be a 7 count exhale, then an 8 count exhale. Being mindful not to push to the next number. It doesn't matter what number you're choosing. What matters is the breath is long and smooth and subtle, and there's ease in the body and mind by doing this with the breath. So when you get to a point, whether it's 6 or it's another number, for your exhale, where it feels like it's 70% of your capacity, just stay there and repeat it. Taking one more full round here. When you finish that last round, just gently blinking the eyes open. And coming to standing on your mat. So what I was saying earlier, in our earlier discussion about all of that agitation, that raja, that activity in the mind, from whatever we're doing, it's also the beginning of fall, right? So it's that excess vata dosha we need to diminish and soothe and calm back down so that we're ready to go into vata season. Otherwise, it could be a very difficult fall and winter. So, and most disease rides on vata. Vata pushes it, it's the wind, it pushes it through the system, disease. So just to round that out, taking the feet hip distance apart, arms are by the sides, staying with that same equal breath, the sama breath, the 6 count inhale, 6 count exhale. As you inhale, arms come up from the front, raising overhead, whatever's comfortable. Exhale, lower the arms, focus on the belly. Again, inhale. Exhale. Taking the arms from the side this time, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Taking the feet together, big toes are touching. Turn the right toes out at a diagonal, left foot comes forward, feet are hip distance apart, and hips are forward. Keep a gentle bend in the front knee. This is what I was talking about earlier. So this is my leg totally straight. It's hyperextending the knee. That's going to drop any extra tension into the knee joint. We don't want to do that. I want all the muscles around the leg, around the knee to be doing the work. So it's just like a little micro bend. Inhale, arms from the front. As you exhale, hinge at the hips, fold, belly in. Hand can come to the thigh, shin, or the earth. As you inhale, bend the front knee, warrior one, arms reach up. Back leg is straight, feeling that nice stretch in the hip flexor. Exhale, lower the arms, straighten the leg. Staying with this. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hinge and fold. Focus on the left side of the belly. In. Inhale, rise, warrior one. Exhale, hands to heart center, straightening the leg. Again, inhale. Maybe look up if it's okay for the neck. Exhale, fold, belly, belly, belly. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, hands to heart center. Last round, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. This time we'll have a stay at the bottom. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Belly, belly, belly. Stay here wherever the hands are. And breathe long and smooth. Breathe down into the hips. See if you can press into the heel of the front leg. Maybe the toes come off the ground, feeling the stretch in the back of the hamstring, keeping a gentle, not locking out the knee, keep just a gentle bend in there. Breathe into the hips, breathe into the back of the thigh. As you inhale, think of lengthening through the crown of the head, out of the pelvic bowl. So your spine is getting longer. You can do this with your hands on your thighs too. Exhale, the foot comes back down. On the inhale, bend the knee from up warrior one. Exhale, hands to heart center. Playing with your balance, stepping the feet back together. And then taking the big toes together, turn the left toes out of the diagonal. Right foot comes forward. Feet are hip distance, hips are forward. Same thing this side. On an inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold. Focusing on the right side of the belly this time. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, hands to heart center. Stay with this. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Keep that back leg straight, the back heel into the earth. On the inhale, rise. Notice the rear glute is engaged. So tighten your rear glute. The back leg is straight and strong. Exhale, hands to heart center. Notice how that changes the front of the hip flexor when you do that. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Belly. Inhale, warrior one. Glute. Maybe bend the front knee a little further. Feel the stretch in the back hip flexor. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Belly, belly, belly. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, hands to heart center. This time we're going in for a stay, if you'd like. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Stay in your fold, breathing long and smooth. Breathe down into the hips. Feel the back of the leg, press into the heel, maybe straightening the leg a little more without locking it out. And if you'd like, you can raise the toes off the ground. Get longer through the spine on the inhales. Level out the hips. On your exhale, lower the toes. Bend the knee. Inhale, rise to warrior one. Rear glute is engaged. Exhale, hands to heart center. Stepping the feet back together. And now have something close by for some balance. So we're going into warrior two, flying warrior. Taking the toes together, turn the right toes out of the diagonal, left foot forward. So same setup, back leg stays straight. As you inhale, arms come up from the front, warrior one. Maybe look up. As you exhale, tilt forward, hinging at the hips. Back stays nice and strong. The back leg can stay on the ground, or it can lift off the ground, whatever you'd like. Inhale, gently land the foot, arms reach up and over, front knee is back, bent. Exhale, hands to the earth. Hands to the chest. Again, inhale, arms up, bend the front knee. Exhale, fly. And you can use whatever you'd like to hold on to if you'd like. Inhale, gently land, arms reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more like that. Inhale, arms up. I want to see what you're doing. Exhale, hinge and fly. Beautiful. Inhale, gently land without a sound, full control. This is our balance play. Exhale, hands to heart center. This time we're going in for a stay. So being mindful that the breath is primary, always long and smooth. If you'd like to hold on to something, that could help give you a little more leniency in the breath, right? So it'll make it a little more easeful in the body. So we're going to stay in warrior two and play there for a moment. So inhale, arms up. Exhale, fly. I forgot to bend my front knee. That was warrior one. So staying here and flying, whether the foot's on or off the ground. Breathe long and smooth. As you're standing here, keep a gentle bend in the front leg. If the leg is off the ground, the back toes are pointed towards the earth. Internally rotate. Engage the rear glute. Long, smooth breaths. On your exhale, gently bend the standing leg a little more. Belly in. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, stay here. Chest is still bright. And on the inhale, gently land into warrior one. Exhale, hands to heart center. Straightening the leg. Step the feet back together. Maybe shake it out. That was a good one. To do that in soul flex. Feel those glutes turn on. Feet are together. Turn the left toes out of diagonal. Step the right foot forward. We'll do warrior two on this side now. Hips are forward. Connect with your breath. Smooth it out. On your next inhale, warrior one. Exhale, fly. Inhale, land. Warrior one. Exhale, hands to heart center, straighten the leg. Inhale, arms up. Warrior one. Exhale, fly. Inhale, land. Feel the stretch in the back hip flexor as well. Engage that rear glute. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more. Inhale, arms up. Bending the front knee. Exhale, fly. Belly in. Inhale, land. Warrior one. Exhale, straighten the leg, lower the arms. Going in for a stay if you like, you know where we're going. Inhale, warrior one. Long, smooth, sweet breaths. Exhale, fly. Stay here. Keep a gentle bend in the front knee. Every time you exhale, focus on the belly coming in. Internally rotate the back legs. The toes are flexed and pointing towards the ground. On your next exhale, gently bend the front knee, belly in. Inhale, press through the heel, come back up. Land the back leg, arms reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Feet come back together, play with the balance. You shake out the legs. Notice how the legs feel. If there's warmth in the legs, the hips. And then taking the feet together, step the left foot out so your legs are wide. Now get water if you'd like. On the inhale, arms come out to a T. We're moving into a twist. On the exhale, gentle bend in the knees, hinge forward, twist to the left. Top hand can go to the sky, maybe the eyes follow, or it can rest on your low back. Inhale back through center, come up to standing, arms at a T. Exhale, hinge and twist to the right. So the focus is on the belly all the time, like you're bringing out a washcloth. Inhale, come up. Exhale, arms to the sides. So left and right is around. Inhale. Fill the shape of the breath. Exhale, twist to the left. Belly, belly, belly. Keep the hips level. Inhale, rise. Exhale, arms to the sides. Inhale. This time going to the right. Exhale, twist. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower the arms. Inhale, arms to a T. Exhale, left. Inhale, rise. Exhale, right. Inhale. Exhale, lower the arms. Do one more round on your own, left and right. Working with your breath. Every inhale, fill the container. Every exhale, focus on the belly, gently pulling in, releasing and softening downward. And then either heel toe your feet together or hop. Hopping is actually a really good thing to do every day also. Helps with things in the brain. So even if it's just like this, your feet stay on the ground, or if you want to do a hop, something like that, like a little trampoline is really good, or just doing it on the ground. So coming back with the feet forward, hips are forward. Connect with the breath. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Hinging at the hips, belly in. Hands can go to the thighs, shin to the earth. Step the left foot back, planting both feet on the ground. Step the left foot back. Take the knee to the earth and place the hands up on the thigh on the inhale. Bending the knee more deeply. As you exhale, shift the hips towards the heels, coming up onto the front heel. Flexing the foot towards the sky, feeling the stretch in the back of the hamstring. Inhale, come forward. So the hands can rest either on the front knee. Feel that stretch in the back leg, the front of the back leg, or the arms can come out to the sides or up overhead. Exhale, hands to the knee, stretch back, hips toward heel. Keeping the hips as level as possible. Inhale, come forward. Now, it might feel good to double over your mat or have a blanket under you. Exhale, shift back. Just if your knee is sensitive. This time as you come forward, inhale. Stay here and breathe. See if you can bring your knee any further forward. It's okay if it goes past the toes. Our body is made to do that. Keep the back leg strong and straight. Engage this rear glute. So squeeze your glute. Breathe down into the hips. And on the exhale, shift back. Hips towards heel. On the inhale, come forward, plant your hands on the ground. Bring your right foot back so that you're in tabletop position. And on the next exhale, lift the hips to down dog. So stay here and breathe. Feel free to walk your dog. So bending one knee, then the other coming up onto the balls of the feet maybe. Wiggling the hips. Take any movement that feels good here. Be mindful to have just a little bit of a bend in the elbows so that the elbows aren't being locked out. We're putting it into the muscles. The muscles are doing their job. And then bending both knees deeply, take the chest through the arms towards the thighs, and then take the heels towards the earth. On the inhale, shift forward to plank position. Knees can be on or off the earth. Stay here and breathe. Push the earth away. Hollow out the belly. I energetically take the wrists towards the toes and the toes towards the wrists. Feel how that fires up the belly. On your next exhale, shift the hips back, down dog. On the inhale, come to the knees, step the left foot forward. So we'll do the hip flexor with the hamstring stretch here. Taking the hands up on the thigh. Inhale here, lunging forward. Exhale, shift back. So on the back foot, I recommend having, if it feels okay for your feet, being up on your toes instead of on the top of your foot. Getting more stability to the knee. Keep moving back and forth as you inhale, come forward. Just working it, exploring your body, and as you exhale, you come back, belly in. Think lengthening the spine out of the pelvic bowl. So I'm getting taller towards the heavens. Space in the spine. Next time you come forward, stay here, breathe. Shoulders are rolled away from the ears. Engage the rear glutes. See what that does to the hip flexor on the front. There should be no pain. So if there's pain, come out of the posture. Back out of it some. Should feel very good. Breathing down into the pelvic bowl. Feel the hips get wide on the inhale. Belly in on the exhale. On the next exhale, shift back. Stay here and breathe. Breathing down into the hips on the inhale. Getting longer through the crown of the head. Exhale, belly in and soften. So more so than down, it's just like when we're doing this seated. It's just a softening. You're keeping the length as you inhale through the crown of the head, through the spine, and you're just softening the body. But you're still keeping that forward feeling with the crown of the head. That length in the spine. On the next inhale, come forward. Plant the hands on the ground. Exhale, step the feet back together. Forward fold. Inhale, rise, standing, arms reach up. Maybe look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Coming down onto your backs, having the strap nearby. See something? So resting here. I was talking about this the other day in class. Knees can be bent to straight. Eyes can be closed. I was talking about yoga is about channeling the fluctuations of the mind. We're able to focus on what it is we want to focus on. When we're doing yoga, we're yoking. Yoga is yoke or union. So we're yoking the body and the mind through the breath. So the breath is the catalyst to do this, to yoke the mind and the body. So we can either move the body with the breath to yoke the mind, or we can do it the other way around, calm the body, or uplift the body. And when we're moving in our asana, our postures, the mind will wander. It'll get off the breath. It'll forget to think about the breath, and it'll get bored with that, and it will move on to something else, like what we're doing after class, or what we did before, or whatever. And our job is to bring it back to the breath. So Shavasana, what we're doing here, when I say rest, we're resting. So release control of focusing on the mind, on the breath. Just let it all go. Letting the body soften downward. Relaxing the muscles around the eyes, jaw, shoulders, hips are heavy. Feet are soft. As you're resting here, is it possible to soften anywhere else just a little more? Bending the knees and taking the arms by the sides, the feet are hip distance apart. We'll be working with a bind, a clasp. So if this doesn't feel good on your hands or your fingers, don't worry about it. Be taking the hands together, intertwine the fingers, and then flip the palms away from the face, so towards the knees. If that doesn't feel good, you can just hold your own hand, or just leave your hands loose. Any of those work. Eyes can be closed. On the next inhale, arms reach up and overhead. Maybe the pinkies touch the earth above the head. They can also go out to the sides if you're not binding. Exhale, focus on the belly coming in, lower the arms back down to the belly. Moving into Tadaka Mudra, the warm up. Again, inhale, arms reach up, focus on the belly the whole time. Exhale, lower. This time I'll be counting. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Link the movement to the breath. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Adding on here, stay with that 6-count breath in your own mind if you find that helpful for focusing. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, stay here, belly in. Focus 2 inches below the navel. Draw it towards the spine. Stay here, inhale. Fill the pelvic bowl. Exhale, lower the arms. Stay with this. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, stay, belly in. Inhale, stay. Exhale, lower the arms. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, stay, belly in. Inhale, stay. Exhale, lower the arms. Last round, inhale. Mind on the belly. Exhale, stay. Inhale, stay. Exhale, lower the arms. Pause and observe for a moment. Noticing any sensations. And then taking your strap, your knees stay bent. Bending the left leg, place the strap over the ball of the left foot. The right hand is holding the strap. So we'll be twisting across the body. The right leg can stay bent or go straight, it doesn't matter. On the inhale, slide the left arm out to a T, shoulder higher below. Keep that shoulder on the ground. On the exhale, twist to the right. So the left foot is coming over to the right. Focus on the belly, only going as deep as feels good in your body. If you're working with osteoporosis, osteopenia, don't go deep, or any spinal issues, inhale, foot comes back up towards the ceiling. So we're going back and forth like this. Exhale, twist. Focus on the belly coming in. Keeping the hips as level as possible. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Belly, belly, belly. Like you're bringing out the washcloth, just like when we were standing. Inhale, lift. Using the outside of the hip to lift the leg muscles. One more. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift. Bending the left leg, take the strap off, lower the left arm, and switch legs. So bend the right leg, take the strap over the right ball of the foot. Left hand is holding the strap, keeping the arms straight so you don't have to use the muscular energy of the arms. It's all the hip. It's the outside of the hip, and the exhale is the belly. We're squeezing out the washcloth. Inhale, right arm comes up to a T, resting on the floor. Keep that right shoulder on the ground. Only go as deep as that shoulder stays on the ground. Exhale, twist to the left. So the right leg crosses the midline of the body, over to the left. Inhale, the strength of the outside of the right hip lifts the leg back up. Exhale, twist. Belly, belly, belly. Inhale, lift. Take 2 more rounds on your own, working with your breath. Enjoy the pause at the top and the bottom. When you finish your last round, bend the knee, take the strap off, set it aside. We're finished with that. And take the knees towards the chest. The hands are on the knees. On the exhale, pull the knees towards the chest. Belly comes in. On the inhale, feet together, feet to the ground, knees wide. Arms can reach up and overhead or out to the sides. Supta Baddha Konasana. We'll go back and forth. Exhale, knees together, knees towards chest, hands to knees. Inhale, feet to the earth, knees wide, arms reach. Breathe down into the hips on the inhale. Exhale, belly in, bring the knees towards the chest, hands to knees, Alpanasana. Inhale, open back up. Exhale, knees towards chest. Inhale, open back up. Exhale, knees towards chest. And on the inhale, take your feet to the floor, hands by the sides. Just pause for a moment. Having the feet hip distance apart, feet are parallel, arms are by the sides. Keep the head stationary, the back of the neck is long. So we're not moving the head at all to protect the neck. On the inhale, lift the hips, pressing through the heels. Exhale, lower the hips. Again, inhale, hips come up. Engage both glutes. Exhale, lower the hips. Adding the arms if you'd like. Inhale, arms, hips come up, arms come up. Exhale, lower the hips, lower the arms. Belly in. Inhale, rise, lift, expand. This time, exhale, stay. Focus on the belly coming in. Inhale, stay. Making sure your knees are in line with your toes, not splaying out to the side. And exhale, lower. Turning onto your side and onto hands and knees. For a little counter pose. So as you exhale, just shift the hips towards the heels. Vajrasana, inhale, coming forward, Chakravartasana variation. So just moving back and forth with your breath, maybe taking some movement in the hips. Take whatever feels good here to release any tension. Moving with your breath. Feel ready, coming to a seated position. Back up to a chair. So making sure you're very comfortable with however you're seated. The eyes can be closed or softly resting in place. Observing sensations in the body, state of the mind. Noticing if there's been a shift since before your practice or not. You're doing a few rounds of Bhramari, or bee breath. So as you inhale, you'll be inhaling through both nostrils, long and smooth and sweet. As you exhale, keep the mouth closed and hum the whole length of the exhale, picking a pitch where you feel the vibration in the heart center. If you have an object of meditation, something to cultivate that joy, that beauty, that awe. Maybe it's a beautiful sunrise peeking over a body of water, mountain range with beautiful lush trees, or it's a beautiful flower with dewdrops on it. Place that in the center of the heart. And then we'll be starting with the Bhramari breath. So as you exhale here, so we can all start together. I'll walk you through the first one. Inhale, filling up. Keep the mind on the breath. Exhale, hum. Keep going on your own. Focusing on the heart center. One more round here. And finish your last round. Just observe, bringing the attention to the heart center and that object of meditation. Maybe it's the flower with some dewdrops, the whole micro and macrocosm of its own. Inviting in those qualities, whatever your object of meditation, inviting in those qualities of awe and wonder. Thinking about our own homes and then branching out into our larger communities, our virtual communities, our state, our country, our world, our universe, this tiny little speck among all the other universes. And everything works as it should. The flowers bloom, the pollinators come. The dewdrops moisten, nourish, cleanse. Let's take a moment inviting in those qualities of awe and wonder. Or any other qualities from the object of meditation that are nourishing to you. If it is a flower, maybe you can smell it. Inviting that in. And then taking the hands to the heart center, either palms touching or one hand on top of the other. Seal in your practice. And on your next exhale, just gently thank and release the object of meditation. And bowing your head to your heart, knowing that these tools are here all the time for us. Anytime you need them. Thank you for practicing today. Namaste.